Still breastfeeding my 8-month-old. I became a doula only after my second, and I did my breastfeeding course after I had actually finished breastfeeding him or stopped breastfeeding him. And I've learned so much since that it's just going so well now that I need to really share my experience and what would be my 5 best tips for you. Normally their mouths are still very small, their stomach is so tiny, and honestly, I mean, you can find on the internet what is the size, and you get all these fruits sherry, showing that it's a cherry, and then it's a nut and a walnut, and that's it. It's so tiny that we're told and we expect from ourselves that our babies are gonna eat every 3 hours, and that's not what happens. The baby wants to eat every hour and a half. And we think there's something wrong with us. And there's nothing wrong with us because we are enough. And I cannot stress this enough. Give yourself a break. You're probably feeding your baby and feeling you're cramping all over again. And it is normal. It is really uncomfortable. I'm completely with you. Just express your feelings, share your sensations with whoever is with you, and try and build a space where you are actually comfortable to breathe in when that happens, and just tune into a visualization where you feel at ease. And remember, it's a couple of seconds and it will go away. And in a couple of weeks, in about 6 weeks, the whole breastfeeding changes. And when your baby is 3 months, this is a whole different story. So just plow through. Remember to take just one day at a time and be easy on yourself. Take care of yourself, your nutrition, your water intake. You are what you eat. Definitely, we're 70% water, so you need to keep yourself hydrated. Have a bottle with you. Preset the meals. Have something frozen that in the middle of the night, maybe after the 3 a.m. breastfeeding, you're hungry. You can just grab something that is nutritious rather than whatever you can find, or not so sugar-based. So that also, it helps you with sleeping better. Something I tell my clients is to build a ritual around breastfeeding. And what do I mean by that? When we plan a meal for our family or for ourselves, we actually take the time to look in the fridge, see what we have, cook, have it, put it in the microwave, we already have it done, and take it to the table before we actually sit and eat. And when we are feeding the babies, we expect that things are just gonna happen. And having a ritual such as getting the chance to step in your shower for a few minutes and letting the hot water just go through your breast, sink your breast in water with something like Epsom salt, for example, making sure that you would wash your breast pretty well before you actually put your baby to feed. Speak to your doctor to see what they have to think about that. But any advice that you have in how you massage your breast and prepare it for the letdown. So that's your preparation. Then when you actually sit with your baby, have your table set up, have the right setting, have a space that is right for you, that is quiet, that you have informed everybody that you actually going to breastfeed so that you're not interrupted. The attention of the baby is not interrupted, and therefore you can have a better latch and a longer latch instead of having so many interruptions on and off that psychologically tends to affect us. And think about this. We go to a restaurant and we have an entree, we have the main course, and then we have a dessert. Well, allow your baby to stay a little bit more in the breast, because that type of sucking that you feel they do is just setting the order for the next time that he would feed. Remember that he or she is the one that actually runs the logistic in our milk factory. Okay, this is a demand and supply chain that we need to keep going. Oof. Even doing this video, it's a mission. So what I'm gonna tell you now, I'm telling you from first-hand experience. I understand you will have times where you say phrase, I don't have enough time. I don't have time. I don't do anything with my life, or I haven't slept much, or I'm sleeping and it's everything about the baby. Maybe life is not fair. Everybody outside or around my family is having a normal life and I'm here and I don't sleep, and it's like everything continues and life is so different for me. And it's true. It's true, and what you're feeling, wow, I can connect. But the reality is, we can make time. I'm making this video for you with 3 kids. You know, I have to be somewhere. I spend time with my husband. I spend time cooking. I have help in my house, I do, and I'm lucky for that. But still, even if you have help, you have to manage help. I work, I have my clients. It is possible. There are times where it's like, you just need to breathe. Remember your breathing. Connect to yourself by simply going back to your breath. And say what you want and not what you don't. So say and repeat with me, I have time and I look after myself. I am a super mom. I'm a Wonder Woman. I'm a wonderful mother already because I care. And caring for that little baby is just such a wonderful and amazing and hard in itself but wonderful full-time job, and you do so much more. And among that so much more items on your list, the first one needs to be you, because you need to be okay to take care of your baby. So you come first. Take care of yourself. Make time. Break it down by hour. Take a piece of paper. What time the feedings of the babies are. On demand. If that's an every hour, that's an every hour. Normally it's about 2 hours. So at the beginning, the first weeks, yes, it's all about breastfeeding the baby. But it gets to a point that the baby has at least one time in the day that sleeps a stretch. At that time, if you really need to boost your rest, then go ahead and sleep. If at that time, once a week, you need to cook meals and then put it in the freezer, then go ahead and do that. If you need a bath, then just have that bath, that warm bath that is longer. If you need to do your hair, do your hair. Put on makeup. Do what you need to do to make sure you take care of yourself. And you can do this because you're already doing it. And you're being wonderful at it, because if you're watching this, you're even trying to find more solutions, finding more ideas, and you're having time because you're listening to me. So a few minutes for yourself can make a big, big difference. Honestly, it was about connecting to myself more than anything else. We live in a world that is just going fast. Our time is money. You're probably on maternity leave right now, and you're already thinking what's going to happen when you're back. Rather than being on the moment, we are stuck with our stories from the past. What happened just a few weeks back when you gave birth, or at the time that you did. Situations around family, around our husbands or partners, and what are we going to do tomorrow? And the reality is, you have a baby in front of you that came to this world only needing you. It has everything else. It came out of perfect creation. It came from your own body that knows exactly what to do. You have the milk. You have it in you, and it just takes a while to go down, you know. It takes a while for you to get used to it, for the baby to get used to it.